Dick, you must do as he says.
Not this time, Alfred. Maybe not ever again. Hello YouTube family, thank you so much once again for stopping by today for another review. Another Mondo review, specifically an exclusive Batman animated series, Robin. Now, we already know what Mondo can do. If you see my Carnage review, this is also for you. Let me stop. Anyways, let me start off with a little quick bio. It says, Dick was a member of the Flying Graysons acrobatic act together with his parents. Dick and his parents perform every night with their death-defying high-wire performances. When the circus came to Gotham City, local gangster Tony Suko tried to wrest protection money out of the ringmaster, who refused to cooperate. In reprisal, Suko damaged their high-wire trapeze rope, staging a mishap that ended in the death of Dick's mother and father. Bruce Wayne, who helped to get the circus to Gotham, was amongst the audience and saw these events unfold. Bruce personally trained with Dick and then allowed him to become his partner, who took the pseudonym of Robin. Dick apparently worked with Batman unswervingly well into his college years. Subsequently, he became Batman's semi-regular partner, continuing to work with Batman on a restricted basis, but also dividing his time between crime fighting and his studies. In other words, fight crime, but stay in school, kids. But that's enough of that. Before we continue, though, I do want to mention that Carnage and Robin do not have the flip cover. Maybe Mondo's doing away with that. We're not sure. But this guy here, behind his camera, wishes that they did not, and maybe added a work of art inside with some bio. But that's just me. That's just me. Anyways, let's go on to the review right now. So starting off at the top of the head, as we always do, we can see his hair is sculpted, not just flat, but it is just sculpted, popping out at you. Look at that, looks nice. Just as we seen in the animated series, this guy just popped out of there, so you can see. Still got like little strings of hair. This one in the back too. He has a smackable head. His mask is sculpted onto his face there. That's a nice little touch. You can see with the help of the shadow that his face is shaped. And if you run your finger on his face, you can feel the cheekbone sculpt there. And you can feel his facial shape if you run your fingers on his face. Showing off his Colgate smile. He has that one little line defined under his where his chin is at. And now going down to the body, you can see the Robin logo there. That is sculpted work. These little rectangles are also sculpted work, and everything else is just flat. Cape has some nice little, doesn't have texture, but does have some waves into it, as you can see down up here. It has some animated shadowing. And the cool thing about the cape is that it is swappable, as you will see later on. Pop the head off and then you can just remove the cape. And the inside is yellow. Arms is pretty straightforward. I mean, this is a straightforward suit anyways, but it's the green there with under darker green in the bottom there. Then we see his arm. Then we go down to his gloves, which is the green on top with the darker green on the bottom. And he does have that little whoop to it, so that looks pretty nice, And then he does come with his fisted hands in the out of the box. But what's cool is, if you see there, you can see the line. So that's pretty cool. A little small detail looks nice like that. And now looking at his belt is just yellow all across the board. It doesn't necessarily really have any shadowing or weathering or anything like that, but it does have sculpted work. This part is sculpted along with all of these little tiny I don't know what you call them, little sections. They're all sculpted in there. It is all the way back, which that's what the back of Robin looks like. Going down to the leg, these are just plain. We have the lighter green on the outside and then the darker green on the inside there. Same thing on this side, except that it's on the opposite. We have the green and then the darker green on the outside, giving it that animated look and shades. For the knees, they actually look pretty good. They're the same as Batman's. So if you have Batman, you have the same knees. For the boots, that's what the boots look like. Black with some gray shell shading there. And a little squiggly line there for the foot. Doesn't have no toe articulation though. And that's the bottom. Shout out the Mondo team, DC. But yeah. For articulation, Robin looks all around. Articulation is smooth on this guy. Pivots, looks down. Look at that, look at that. And looks up, look at that. Come on, Mondo, y'all showing off. Then for the arms, do that T-pose. He can do the 360 on his arms. Does not have a swivel here, but has a swivel here, so you can see all around. And then doesn't get complete 90 degree, but does have a cut in the gloves, ball joint, so he moves everywhere. Again, very smooth. So you can see no hands popping off while I'm trying to show you guys that. Torso articulation, he can do a 360, but it does feel a little tight when he gets to the sides there. So you might want to be careful because you don't want to force it and scratch him. But he can go back about that much, forward, side. And for the waist area, he can do a 360. He can lean a little bit more to the side with the help of the waist, just a little tiny bit more, so you can see. And then back, smooth, I tell ya. A little bit more to the back, and a little tiny bit more to the front. Spread his legs about that much. Does have thigh swivel. Kicks forward that far before it starts to go to the side, because he can kick higher, but then it just goes to the side. And just so you know, this portion right here is soft so that he can move his legs, so I appreciate that. But you still want to be careful and kind of moving his legs and then getting a little bit of dents or paint chips. Knees bend about that much. On the top part, he does swivels. On the bottom part, he does swivel as well. But he also has a boot cut there, so this swivels as well. Wait 1 second. So this swivels as well. So there's a lot going on here as far as articulation, which for someone that's acrobatic, that's a plus, you know. Then down to his feet, no toe hinge, but does point down, does go up, and has really good ankle rockers. For accessories, Robin also comes with this head sculpt, which is just him being serious. Look at that chin, nice shape. But yep, he also comes with this angry face. I'm gonna beat you up, Zuko. You know, you can see this time around, and between the eyebrows there, he has the lines. It's not sculpted, it's just painted on there. And you can kind of see a little bit of the dent of the teeth there. On the first one, he did not have that, but this one he does. That's a nice little detail there. Same hair sculpt though. Same hair sculpt. He also comes with this surprise face. His mouth is open, you can see. And his eyes are wider. The same messy hair. And he also comes with a Dick Grayson head. Little regular schmegular just wanting to see It's a Wonderful Life. But he has a smile there. You see his eyes and pupil. His eyebrows, they are sculpted. You can see his hair is different this time around. It's not messy. Little flat top looking like. Yep. It's nice and smooth. He does come with this batarang. Is it a batarang? I don't know what his is called, but he does come with this one. And he comes with this one. This is stack up together, which I like that. But these are just plain black. Nothing too crazy, you know? He comes with these fishes. Nice little sculpted work on there. This one is curving forward and this one is curving back because he is swinging them around. But yeah, he does have these. See all of the detail work there on the little fin and on the top there. Got a little eyeball there going on. Little things, gills on the side there. And then he's just looking at you like, bro, why you took me out of the water? Not bad, but yeah, he does come with this little fish to smack people around with. Yep. He comes with these pairs of gigantic scissors. I remember these from the episode, if I'm not mistaken, with Poison Ivy when she had the little kids and whatever.
Anyone else want their weeds whacked?
And the cool thing about this is, it is articulated. So that's pretty dope. It's not like he's gonna really be doing that with the figure, but it's still a little nice touch though. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. He also comes with this. But to be quite honest, I don't remember what this is. But he does come with this. He comes with this, which I believe this one is the bat bomb. Gray plastic pretty much. Nothing too special, but it does have sculpted work as you can see. So yep. Comes with the R-shaped batarang, or he throws these around. It's just an R. Same thing, just gray, nothing special to it. And he comes with a flashlight, all grayed out. Just that little black button there. That doesn't do anything, it's sculpted in. But yeah, no plain, nothing in the front. Does come with the grapnel gun, same thing, all grayed out. For the sculpted work though. See a little switched piece here. And in the front, does have a hole because he does come with the rope. That is bendy wire. And you can attach it to the front there. In the peg hole, you just put it in, and it's sticking out. And it's in there pretty good. No, it's not. I lied. It stays in there. Yeah, it does come with that. Robin also comes with this. Has a little swish lines going throughout. You can see the bolos there. Very nice. So if he's swinging it around, you know. But bendy wire, so you can articulate it however you want. My only worry about this is that with time, maybe it can mess up or crack, and then how the heck we gonna replace this? You know what I mean? But yeah, it does comes with this at least. He comes with these hands. He does comes with a bunch of hands. As these to grab things, maybe the fishes. These relaxed hands. It comes with these hands as well. This is for maybe the batarangs. And he comes with these as well, which is maybe either for the batarangs or the rope holding hands. Same thing as the other ones. These are just a little bit closer, the thumbs, as you can see here. But they're kind of the same. It's just the thumb position is, they're a little bit more opened. And finally, of the hands, he does come with this grapnel hand. It's only for his right hand though. As you can see, it does have a little square there because the grapnel has one that kind of helps it stay in place in there. And as I said earlier, it does come with swappable capes. The difference between this one and the other one is that this one is going over the shoulder a whole lot more. But yeah, it's a nice little touch. I'm excited to show you guys the pictures later. And finally, of the accessories, it comes with the stand, which I like these stands. I prefer these over the circle ones that they've been adding with the other guys, because on these stands you can kind of post them a little bit more dynamic. It does comes with this, which they need to kind of stick with something because they keep swapping these around. Some goes hooked like this under them, others attached to the waist, you know, and different things like that. I feel as though like they need to figure out, you know, a way to just stick with one version, because they gave Carnage one of these and that did not work with Carnage because this is so small. Carnage is is a big character, you know. Maybe this one would have fit him better, or just give everybody the waist one, you know, to kind of hold them in place better versus these. But yeah, let me know how y'all feel about these in the comment section below. But speaking about these, I kind of wish that they would have gave this type of like a logo stand as well for the X-Men and the Spider-Man. But yeah, I just prefer the logo kind of goes with the figures. I will say it is easier to replace those rounder ones that have no logos than these. But yeah, anyways, but yep, as you know, these just plug in there. Simple, nice, elegant, you know. But yeah, so that's a wrap up of my review on Mondo's 1/6 scale Batman the Animated Series Robin. This guy has been a huge improvement when it comes to the articulation for the most part. My only issue when it comes to that department is the elbow, but they did add it a whole lot more articulation in the leg department. On the knee alone, there's from the top part and the bottom part, they articulate and rotate. Along with the boot cut there, he has articulation in that section. Then the foot itself has this range and is really good when it comes to that. And then again, he comes with a variety of accessories. Polo ones, I thought that was pretty interesting. These fishes is pretty cool too, because at one point I remember him swinging them in one of the episodes, which is what I got him kind of doing here. But yeah, you know, I like this Robin. It's great, and I'm pretty sure that next to the Batman, he's gonna look amazing. So stay tuned to check out those pictures at the end, because I know you guys gonna like it. But with Robin in mind, that episode, Robin's Reckoning, I do want to read Romans 12, verses 9 all the way to verse 21. And it says, "Let love be genuine. Hate what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another with mutual affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not lag in zeal. Be ardent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in affliction. Persevere in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the saint. Pursue hospitality to strangers. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be arrogant, but associate with the lowly. Do not claim to be wiser than you are. Do not repay anyone evil for evil, but take thought for what is noble in the sight of all. If it is possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Beloved, never avenge yourself, but leave room for the wrath of God, for it is written, 'Vengeance is mine, I will repay,' says the Lord. Instead, if your enemies are hungry, feed them. If they are thirsty, give them something to drink. For by doing this, you will heap burning coals on their heads. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. All that to say, vengeance is the Lord's. We can do this, y'all. That's why we are here, to encourage one another and to uplift and to walk with you. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys taking the time out to check out this review. I'm excited for you to see the pictures at the end. Thank you very much. And as always, y'all stay blessed. Be that.